Nnamdi Kanu returned to court in a sad mood. His attitude to the lawyers proves something is wrong. All right, my dear listeners, the IPOP leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has finally returned to court today. Yes, today he has returned to court today for today's hearing. Don't forget that today, in fact, is the day the IPOP leader has been given as the last day to decide if to enter his defense. Justice Omotosho said that on the 5th of November. The IPOP leader came in with a very sad look. Entering the court, there was a very serious observation about him, most especially by those who came in as observers of today's hearing. Though that still didn't prevent him from extending his pleasantries to everyone who has come because of him. But the look on his face can tell that something seriously is wrong. In fact, it tells volumes. Yes, volumes. Um, right now, my dear listeners, as I always say, that we just need to keep our fingers crossed. Don't get distracted because today is going to be full of informations, and I know that a lot of us already are prepared to to see Nnamdi Kanu's victory. As you can see on your screen, you can see people outside Aso Villa. That's outside of the gate. That is the Jewish people, doing what they know they can do best to see that Nnamdi Kanu is victorious. I would like you to pay attention to them as they speak, um, as they review what they believe will happen. Yes, they are prayerful people and they believe so much in what God says. So I'm taking you into this very video. Please don't go anywhere. Watch this.
Because many believe that today probably should be the last day of Nnamdi Kanu, but that is not the case. What will happen will go blow your mind. So when Nnamdi Kanu got to the court, people there outside, they chant, they sing. The premises was filled with security personnel, and they carry him enter inside the Federal High Court's room. When Nnamdi Kanu got to the Federal High Court, we don't say the justice, that is James Omotosho, not been sit down already. He was seated waiting for them to bring him in. But today, when Nnamdi Kanu got to the courtroom session, Justice Omotosho never enter. And I can give Nnamdi Kanu the prior opportunity to have conversations with his lawyers and people with their advisor. Interestingly, before the courtroom started today, they call this man known as Mark Solopara and Aloy Jimako. We know that these two people are the two lawyers who really assist Nnamdi Kanu in the courtroom. They contacted and said, you two of you today are going to play a role. You're not here serving as a lawyer or a legal advisor or anything whatsoever. You guys are going to play a role of consultant. And that is why when you observe closely, even as they don't tell them before today, say, like consultants they go be, and the courts could refer them to us. Even as they don't inform them before her. They tell them, say, you guys are coming to act as written consultants and not lawyers. Hope you are following and paying close attention, because every single thing we will discuss today will give you foundation on where and how this case will definitely end. Okay, the chief justice came in, that is James Omotosho. He came in, he seated, and the court session continued or started, as the case may be. So the man can't tell Nnamdi Kanu, say, bro, so we don't come back today being the 5th day of the month of November. We don't come back here again to give you a last opportunity and a last chance to either open a defense or we as a court go take out or take off your right of doing so. I'm speaking on behalf of these people. I'm not speaking for myself or how I take pacify. I'm telling you what they say, just to point things and put things clear out there. So the justice come tell this man, say, see as you go be, they give you today. Do what you say make you do. We don't say you now. Okay, the justice come make one particular statement when we really sit well with the audience and people who did the court session. He come tell Nnamdi Kanu say, we don't say you are an economist, you know be lawyer. That is his own words. Make I even tell you how he talk am so that we go down the same page. If he did not, I will deem him closed. I know that he's an economist and not a lawyer. I will give the last opportunity to the defendant to put in his defense. Failure, which he would be deemed closed. These are the exact words of James Omotosho, where they say this man, now you are not a satisfied or certified lawyer. We don't even know why you do all these plenty things. You are an economist. You should be based in your field. And trying to defend yourself no make sense in any way, shape, or form. Okay? So I would see that's how it takes starts. That's how the matter takes starts. Interestingly, Nnamdi Kanu did something that nobody saw coming. This man went into the dock today. Yes, I think he take stand, give his own statement. Normally, before you enter that dock, it means that you don't enter the fence or you have something to say where you could change your legal framework. And now because you enter that dock, what's the dock safe? It happen dock be that wooden, four-corner wooden structure. You say people, the defendants or the prosecutor, they always enter, or the witness, they always enter to make a statement. So now they can't enter, they tell and say, bro, say, justice, so with all due respect, I'm not going to open any defense because you will not get any charge or case against me. I've been saying this since yesterday. I've been saying this since last month. You guys think I'm playing. You guys think that I don't know what I'm doing. You don't have any case against me. So therefore, I beg, send me home. We can go house, go rest, and we see proper treatment. Or show me the part of the Constitution where they give you foundation to try me. And yet again, the Justice Omotosho couldn't provide anything. Even the prosecuting lawyer, Omoyole, could not provide anything. But again, what happened today is going to give us more identity and more clarification on how this case could be. The Chief Justice was listening more. That is Owomolo. Yes, Owomolo. Adeboyega Owomolo, the prosecuting lawyer. The Justice was listening more to the prosecuting lawyer than than Nnamdi Kanu himself. Sorry for the mix-up. Sometimes I tend to put in the name of Simon. So the prosecuting lawyer was telling the judge how the matter would be, what he even do, and how he be. Well, Adeboyega Owomolo made a statement. He tell the justice, that is James Omotosho, say, see you, we could foreclose Kanu's case. So, this man will enter defense. In the 5 days out of 6, this man no gree enter defense. This court don't give this man 6 different days and timing. I beg go. The justice, I beg, close this guy's case as they be. Close this guy's case or we could adjourn him. I would see a prosecuting lawyer was telling the justice where they on ground, where they seated, where they there to hear case. This whole thing did not really make sense. The prosecutor did not even stop, that is Owomolo, he did not even stop there. He also urged the court to take note of the defendant's position that he would not enter any defense because there is no valid charge against him. This is why they tell the presiding judge what he will do. Are you guys paying attention? This guy they tell him what he will do. And from all ramifications and from what they see, the justice they listen to the conversation coming from the prosecuting lawyer. That don't make sense in any way, shape, or form. It don't make sense in any classification. But before we continue, let's give you a glimpse of what really happened today. We could give you the moments, show you the moments when Nnamdi Kanu entered the court premises, because of say it's very, very important and paramount that will show you these details for you to see and clearly understand, so that you see his face and see if this man is as healthy as we all think. Show you right now on the screen is the moment. Kanu, this is Kanu, the brother to Nnamdi Kanu. Now he make this he was in court today, seated quietly. Now he make this recording. The prosecuting I can't tell Justice Omotoshan say, you get to happen on social media platforms. So that was during the court session. Then I say, you know the consultants of this man, Nnamdi Kanu, now he called Aloy Jimako and this other guy with the always full Aloy, that's Opera. Then I say, these people, they usually use their social media platforms to give a different narrative and to give a different statement outside the court's rulings and court sessions. I beg, and they ask the courts and you, the presiding judge, I beg, can you one way or the other stop or prevent these people from giving a narrative outside the court's premises? It's not doing this case any good. Every single time they come up, they hold interviews, they hold sessions outside the court session and give their own point of view, claiming it's the court or what's the constitution they talk. Until this man, they tell a judge to do to stop Aloy Jimako and Opara from giving their own statement and giving their own view. This is a joke. This one a big joke, because how can you tell lawyers, and now you're calling them consultants, to stop giving, to stop saying what they have to say, to prevent them from giving or using a fundamental human right, which is freedom of speech? This is sad. It's not something we say, Omo. If international body hear this one, they go first laugh, can't shake their head in shame, say, see how a court they run in Nigeria, see how a court, a federal high court, they operate in its settings.
My dear people, in fact, the IPOP leader has made up his mind. He has said it, and he has said it all. He knows why he refused to enter the fence. Look at the action he took coming into the court. Yes, he wasn't happy. That's one. Two, he went straight to the dock instead of going straight to his seat to sit down, and going straight to the dock, he said it to the judge, straight to the eyes, Justice Omotosho. Look, I am here not to open my defense. I've been telling you people this for good weeks now, very good weeks now. None of you refuse to listen. Well, my dear people, this is the decision of the IPOP leader. Now, it is now left to the courts to now decide what to do. The Chief Justice, that is Justice Awomolo, have also said what he has to say by making it very clear to the presiding judge that they should go on and close the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But then, what I am asking here is this very closing going to be for Nnamdi Kanu's favor? That is another thing we really need to wait behind and see what happens at the end of this very trial. Yes. Well, everyone sitting patiently. Well, we will now be seeing what happens hereafter, because now the main hearing is about to begin. So I beg, make una pay attention to this very broadcast, because the broadcast they loaded and very enticing. We must follow up this very case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to the fullest. Make una share them, invite people to this very platform to get informed, because if you're not informed of Nnamdi Kanu's trial at this moment, it means that you are not prepared to know anything about this nation. Yes. All right. Thank you.